My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Guys, you have to listen to me. Our team will take care of the mad people here. They will block them. As simple. Into Mr. S, Mr. P, they will take care of those people distracting you. Don't stress yourself. Mr. P, Mr. S, the people are telling you they've given you a name to block those people from the platform. Thank you. No one is above blocking. Now, offer this part of the Auditor General's reporter in Sembi Woho. Now, Sansemno, and they have a lot of reading. Into also be our sum kind of brofo ani adwudwamu otwi na yehu bebi akrono na enkofo we boy newo MPP bawomia MPP we they don't have to lead again. Never again should we hand over this country to criminals and thieves. Ewifo dwamanfo akronfo jantrafo yemfa oman we enhye omonsam biem. Now let's go inside the wagon. Now be that part of the Auditor General's report now. Over this part, you see this. In fact, let me rather show you this one. I mean, Dumui. Na me maui. C1. Okay. So C1 moved all the way to C. So in a report, ye portions be a person church. This is a year. Something went wrong, Mr. S. We will start from here. A year tax irregularities. Now, here tax irregularities are Ninina Auditor General no oko a year the Controller and Accountant General Department oko audit yomo. Now, oko this is what the Auditor General found. Na macheche numachro ansana yaede yakwenim. The Auditor General found say tax irregularities nkwa eye eto a yegigi ye ne ade no de anshada amagana for wa ye hu ne kira kwan no eye 1.247 trillion. And Ekufuado ne baomia Auditor General Echo audit the Controller and Accountant General. Eshe Ghana sika semni nyina no. Ye fe bi tax irregularities. Tax a ye gege no de NCC so de sika ni bi fa baby a yentumi enyia no. An amount of about 1.2 trillion yentumi accounted for those monies. So tax irregularities formed 88.3% of the total financial infrastructure reported. Included in this tax irregularity was 332 million Ghana cedis due from 18 oil marketing companies, OMCs, who defaulted in paying their rescheduled debt between January 2022 and December 2022. Inti say uko the oil marketing companies are sebio tour na omode Ghana taxes omode Ghana omentua. It is almost close to 330 million Ghana cedis. Sa sikedi nyina Auditor General abanwe anjije sa taxes no. Inti OMC nkwa oil marketing companies nkwa taxes are omontua omafo mu hwedi no close to $400 million. Bebe tsena ka kire mu 2020. OMC sa na omude Ghana banka na ye ka kire Auditor General say unpublished dino Auditor General anye. And in the 2022 Auditor General's report no onwankasa beka say OMC sa from 2020 to 2022 omontua taxes sha omoto no 332 million Ghana cedis. Sa sikani nyina ehye OMC fo no ho dia MPP aban anje. Now Oba Asiawa Omachro Bibi. Also, an amount of 361 million was owed by 2,557 registered VAT traders during the year of assessment. Almost a sika beye 361 million Ghana cedis. In Jumaku omo Ghana ya register omo the VAT registered companies omo nyina omo ntua sa atwo. It's whose responsibility is it to make sure all these taxes have been collected? It is the responsibility of the Ghana Revenue Authority. Sa sika we nyina no, sa sika no aban we say wanjeje. oko cash irregularities sika we enya bank transaction enya wire e physical cash a ho nsensem auditor general say enhyeda nsisi so cash irregularities sika sebio yen hu bebie fa ya physical cash 57 million Ghana cedis sa 57 million no ayira into go bisa controller and accountant general only get Ghana Revenue Authority ye juma omhwe Ghana sika semsu nyina in the year 2020 2021 2022 no Ghana 52 million Ghana cedis sika no eyiraye auditor general say I oni bebi sika na fa okorehwe ye nkratam work accountant general hono no sa 52 million sika o enye sika ye de fa bank transaction wire sika physical cash 52 million ayira. Okay, so I will form with me. Okay. Now, point 18. These irregularities could be attributed mainly to failure on the part of the Ghana Revenue Authority to pursue the OMCs and registered VAT traders by applying the relevant measures and sanctions against the defaulters. Auditor General say, "Sa sikeya ashre Ghana for ekwa yeni bebi afa no. Eya 1.2 trillion na ayira no." Auditor General say, sorry. Sikana ayira no irregularities no. Sikana nyina ye 1.2 trillion. OMCs de ka $327 million. Companies obuntia taxes no almost de ka $361 million. Now Auditor General say, "The entia sika we nyina hwere ne say, the Ghana Revenue Authority oma anya omajuma." Ghana Revenue Authority na wose omugigi sa sika we no omubu omoni gu so ema sika we nyina ahye. Onya hunhwe we dey say nko bebia. Into woko cash irregularities are 57 million in 2022 ayira. Ebe sin de kufu ado aban ba omi aban ye nka ho asem. Into ba sewa nyoma Auditor General find it out no me de nyina bro say unapproved disbursement, unpresented payment vouchers, unaccounted revenue, unreported payment vouchers, unsupported payment vouchers, funds to bank not credited, non-lodgement of public funds, embezzlement of funds, retired interests. So sa nyoma we nyina na attorney general auditor general ehwehwe mu in various government institutions. Now yanko enu na menche de ehu pa. When you move forward, you will see this. Ya jujom kakran obi abeti ase. You will see this document. Eka your friend debt. Bodika say debtor. Now you say eka ya bo in 2022. Now so read here from point 21. I am reading. After that, I will speak to the camera. I am reading from a screen. Into me reading here, and I'll explain to you on the camera. So just listen to what I am saying and stop saying Kevin, speak to the camera. I'll have to read from here and tell you and explain to you. Into me, so when I am reading, I'll have to look on the screen here and read. Remember what I say? It's very important. Now, Saoba Eka Yede 2022 Auditor General's report no. Now, when you go to point 23 on the screen, Mami enlarge no send beya obi abetu dia mekan no. This is point 23. Let me enlarge it. You moving to point 23. Now about point 23 indebtedness, loans or advances. Indebtedness / loans or advances. Now, you heard you see total indebtedness, loans, advances amounting to 89 million Ghana cedis, representing 6.4% of the total irregularities. a significant amount of these irregularities was 1.7 million owed by 72 farmers who received farm equipment on credit basis under the Ministry of Food and Agriculture Brazilian More Food Program. Almost say oba eka ya boy as o mine ene sika ya hwere ya se woko eka ya boy ya about 89 million Ghana cedis in 2022. Na sa 89 million Ghana cedis no emu 1.7 million Ghana cedis no kuafo a almost say call the Agric ministry ekobo dean omukoje tractors ana equipments a almost omudi beye ekua sa dwumadie no mbedi na Ghana ene Brazil for program bi a omudi ma Agric ministry omuboa Agric minister no sa sika no fa ye koye campaign enti almost say out of the 89 million eka ye boy no 89 million Ghana titi Ghana no buburu 89 trillion say 8 trillion almost sa sika no emu 1.2 million Ghana cedis 1.7 million no Agric ministry nkoa na Agric ministry ebusa omo si kuafo a omo beji nyoma omo siko yom yekua omo entua na kuafo no ba no mguta Ghana card ekuafo no mo beji 1.67 million worth of equipment no don't they have sureties, don't they have Ghana card, don't you know where they are? But omo say sa sika ni nyina abaye ka efiri akoto owie musika uko wedima. Auditor General say, I recommend that the Chief Director should ensure that the head of tractor accounts recovers the outstanding amount of 1.7 million Ghana cedis from the beneficiaries. Auditor General advice on the mom say, wakache Chief Director they say 1.7 million na ekuafo bi beje o man famba no onko hwehwe mmra e Jimmy Bruta enti 1.7 million no afa na Auditor General ka kire department na in charge of tractors no onko hwehwe 1.7 million enfambra over point point 25 payroll irregularities ye tua ka no so nyoma bi ensisi so we nyina ye ka yabo accountant general say tua ka no payroll no so inconsistencies bi wom. Now what happened with the payroll issue no? Yeah, I remember my team almost reminded me. You remember I did a story on the Agric ministry. Na Mr. S, get me. Me catch them say equipment be a Agric minister. Also the make for all farm make for one kasako creative companies are the equipment. Okay. Do you remember that story? That story was in 2021. I think before 2020 elections. Mokai send me a story buha. In fact, I still have the document on my phone. Me a story worker chama Agric ministry. The program be ba SADC and a program friend saying gas. Your first program no gas pick no. The first program no. Mo kaisa me a story way. Say Agric ministry cover program be ba na program no. It is to cheat Ghanaians or the real Ghana Fosika. Do you guys remember? It is gas. It is. Program near friend that it was get me come out Mr. S, I just want to remember na obi kosha obehun baby ameka no because I remember I saved that story. The name of that program near friend Mr. S, when you find it, just send it to me. Makai. So that is how Agric minister areas askawi. Now, when you get to payrolls irregularities amounting to 14 million. Tiana yetia government workers no. And also accountant general yetia no sikani bi wo ha yehu. Now, Auditor General say payroll irregularities accounting to 14.2 million Ghana cedis was recorded during the period reviewed. Included in the total payroll irregularities was 1.9 million being on earned salaries paid to 95 unknown names from an institution under Ministry of Health. Almost say an amount of about 2 million Ghana cedis. Sa sika no yetua ma nipa bia omo under Ministry of Health. Nipa be 95 for omo nya adwuma e Ministry of Health. Enti sa payroll irregularities no about 2 million Ghana under Ministry of Health ghost names yetua sika salary ma nipa about 57. They were not workers of they were not workers of the health ministry. And this is what the Auditor General found. Yet home say bawumia metwa so. Na onim de ya wasem we mu nyina no. Say unya abutre na wo ready a Auditor General at the end of the day published the number 57 nipa 57 na eye aban we e ka kire mo say sa nkofo no omu nyina no yetu omuka. These are the people oko Auditor General's report na ewom omu nie nipa 57. This is the first, I think, 25. 2. All these people were paid. You're spending 2.5 million. Auditor General said, now, so you way through. There's another one. Let me show you. Sauba report ma. You will see this. Controller and Accountant General's Department Head Office. On-end pensions. Yetua sika bi man kofo bi se pension sika abras ankofo ni nyina ewu. Omuni wiase omowu. Utiemi. Auditor General's report me no. Omu say yetua sika 393 million. To 393,315. Sa 393,000 no. Titigana skano 3 billion and over no. Yetua nipa be 57 sa nipa ni nyina omowu. Into read I'll say Regulation 92 of the Public Financial Management Regulation 2019 requires the principal spending officer of a covered entity to ensure immediate stoppage of payment of salary to public servants and notify the Controller and Accountant General on the death of an employee, on the conviction of an employee, on the dismissal of an employee, on the grant of leave without pay to an employee, on the vacation of post by an employee, on the registration or retirement of an employee. Now, 100. Our review of pension files disclosed that the Controller and Accountant General did not stop the payment of 59 deceased pensioners from FAAB system, resulting in the payment on end pensions totaling 339,000 as detailed below. Enti omu say Accountant General obi wu a onyim frim, obi retire onyim frim, obi jaye adwuma na onyim frim, na Accountant General no o keep sa names no onimo enso onka hwe afeso anabosome so se obetua ka na otua sika kogu sa nkofo na omowu na accounts no na eye Accountant General wa fa chire na wa bom. Enti Auditor General call no or say about 300 and almost 340,000 Ghana. Titisika no almost 4 billion. Ashe. Edine na wa list no. Eye nipa 57. It will show deceased pension ID. When we name of deceased, when we a date of birth, any amount. Some man for nya omo and Accountant General etua momo. Omo yoma kind of digitization bibia okay. 2022 Auditor General support na me kind of woman de kufu ado maye mo na me kire mo no. Gossip. This is the thing I talked about. Sa de we na me kan ho asem no. Sa expose we me ye no ha gossip. Sa expose we me ye. We na eye efri yakuto odi wi musika no. Ghana Agriculture Sector Investment Program gossip. Sa sika na Auditor General kana ha. And okay say omo the equipment bi aba na equipment no omo the baba make for. This is the expose and then APA Auditor General's report nim no. 2 million Ghana cedis. Yes, farmers no way, equipment no way, Agric Ministry so this the program na me kan wasem. This one. I spoke on this. I did a scandal on this. Me catch a Ghana for say every year akoto oye kronfo akoto every year. And the PA Auditor General's report in him.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.